If you think America's two-party system is dysfunctional, then you're in the right place. Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Art. Good stuff. My name's Art Rude, and every weekday morning I try to do a little video that I hope will encourage discussion. Because I hate the two-party system. I hate the angry arguments, the shooting back and forth the same bullets for 40, 50 years, and you can't take middle ground. You get shot to hell. It's a stupid system, and we got to change it. So, excuse me, this morning I want to start talking about something I've been fascinated with for a long, long time. The human brain. This is my model of the human brain. Um, it's easy to understand how the digestive system works. I mean, if you've taken a biology class or you've ever dressed out an animal, goes in here, follows the path that curves around and comes out down below, but you can see it all. It's easy to see. Um, Not so with the processes in the human brain. Not so. In fact, more has been learned in the last 50 years than in all of recorded history before that point. And there's still so much to be learned. I love the book title that called this The 3-Pound Universe, because many scientists feel it is the most complicated structure in the known universe, and it's inside here. It's well protected. So scientists and doctors couldn't really tell a lot about how the brain actually worked until the electron microscope became practical, and since then there have been many other technological advances that have allowed scientists, doctors to look at what's going on in here. And this, of course, is a model that pulls apart. You can show the interior parts of the brain. But the geography of the brain, I think, has really been overemphasized without people really having an understanding of the process. Now, I do understand to a lot of people this is really strange that somebody who wants to talk about the political system is talking about the human brain. But the fact of the matter is, there's no real authorization for the political parties to do what they do. There's no mention of them in the Constitution. There's nothing that really authorizes them to run our government for us. But there is a principle of law that most average people don't think about. And it has, it's in Latin, as most law is in its basis. But it means that if something is not specifically made illegal, then by omission, it's legal. And most average citizens don't go there because they just want to stay out of trouble and do what they can to, follow the law to the best of their understanding. But criminals and lawyers, I might be redundant there, don't think that way. They think about when legislation is passed is what is still legal, what was not made illegal, and that's the space for change and crime and getting things wiggled through. And that's how our political system got in there. The power of our political system is right here. You grew up with Democrats and Republicans. Your father, your grandfather, they've been around a long time. Each human brain constructs its own reality, its interpretation of reality. And so the Democrats and the Republicans have been a part of your reality ever since you can remember. And you grew up listening to your parents, your uncles, your aunts, everybody in your world. You went through school, and Democrats and Republicans were just a reality. You never really thought about how it came about. Well, their power is imaginary. It's just in your brain. There's nothing authorizing their power. They're there because we allow it to happen. So let's stop allowing it. Well, actually, they have weaseled their way in, and that's the problem. But it is important that people understand that reality is not the same for everyone. We construct our own reality as our brain interprets all of the information that's sent to us from our senses. Our human brain is our primary defense mechanism as a species. It interprets all the information that's coming from our senses, and it picks out the important stuff, the stuff that we have to pay attention to stay alive. And our brain is immense for our size. 3 pounds of brain tissue for the size of our body is absolutely immense. Um, I forget the exact number, but I think the chimpanzees are the next in brain mass compared to overall body mass, and it's less than a tenth of the size of the human brain. And there's a lot of misconceptions. People think we're not using all of our brain. Well, that's not really true. We use all of our brain all of the time, but just specific cell connections, because that's what happens is the cells have to connect and form what's called a neural network to actually do the thinking processes that the brain does. So we're going to talk about that. So I hope you come back and have coffee with me again. And I hope you will think about what I've said today, because really, if you understand how the human brain works, it understands a lot of how our behavior is the way that it is. And we need to learn together and discuss. So I hope you come back and learn something about the brain. Oh yeah, and bring your hatchet. We got to take a few whacks out of that two-party tree. That baby is in the way of progress of the United States of America. We've got to try save the country from the two-party system. All right, today is a wonderful day. It's truly a gift. That's why they call it the present. So unwrap that present very carefully, because there's some good stuff in there for you today. I hope you have a marvelous day and a wonderful discussion with somebody. Have a great day.